Let me ask you something. You see that your developers are world-class, you're providing amazing services and you have a great product. But still you see that your pipeline is not full as you wish. Is this your situation? Let me ask you one more question. Do you have this period that you have a lot of clients, a lot of referrals, a lot of deals coming to you, and then you have a silent month where is nothing coming in? In the next few minutes, I am going to give you a real answer why it's happening. And one tip for you, this is not the sales problem. It's actually what I call sales debt problem. This is exactly the reason why you cannot scale your business, why you can only generate great opportunities from referrals and from your personal network. And what is more important, guys, in the next 8 minutes, I will actually explain you where is this problem coming from and how to fix it. But before I do it, let me introduce quickly myself. My name is Adam. I am CEO of Evit, and last 8 years I've been helping IT companies to scale their business, to enter a new market and to generate much more demand for their product and services. And you don't have to believe my words. Please look at our testimonial, look at what our clients saying about us. So guys, next step, what I want to do, I want to explain you exactly, deeply what is the sales debt, how you can recognize, and what is the most important, how you can fix it. To do it, please let me bring you down to my office and we will get deep into it. So guys, we have only 8 minutes, so I will get right into it. And first of all, what I want to do, I want to explain you what is sales debt. Actually, I have designed this term, especially for the technical people or people who work in IT industry, because it's easier to understand. What I mean here, you probably understand what is mean technology debt. Technology debt is when people going on the shortcut, when they cut corners to deliver some software quickly, they don't pay attention to the bugs, maybe actually they skipping to deliver some technology because they don't have the money, don't have a budget, and then they growing technology debt. Sales debt, it's very, very similar. But what's the difference? It's at the beginning, we're growing our company and we're growing it on our personal network. What I mean, we go to our friends, family, and we ask them for reference. We're trying to grow our business. Then we have a clients and we're asking our clients to recommend us somebody that we can deliver also value to them. But you will reach to the place where you actually have to start changing your strategy. Your company is bigger, the strategy needs to be different. You cannot only rely on the friends, family, and your clients. You have to start creating your strategy. You have to create your sales process. You have to create the system. You have to create SOPs and training also for your team. If you don't do it, you're growing your sales debt. So sales debt, the same like a debt in the bank or technology debt, it's compounding. If you don't pay attention, if you don't pay it off, it will get more and more, and it will show up in 3 different areas. First of all, sales dependency. What I mean, your growth of the business will depend on your clients, if they recommend you somebody or not, and it will depend on your personal network. If your friends will recommend you to somebody else. If not, you cannot grow your business. So basically you are dependent on your friends, family, and clients. Next, no strategy. If I ask you, what is your unique selling point? What is different between you and others? What are you selling? Who is your client? What pain point you solve? You need to be able to answer me all of those questions. If you have a problem answering those questions, that means you don't have a strategy. Because if you don't know this information, then you are not able to create your sales engine. What is the sales engine? Engine is basically the system that you can put input and you get in output. So basically, you know, if you do ABC activities, then you will get XYZ outcome. If today you are not able to tell me, Adam, if I do 100 outreach in this way, I will get 10% conversion and then I will get 1% of closed deal, then you don't have a sales engine. So now let me share the worst thing about this. If you have a sales debt, either here, or maybe 3 of them, and you don't pay attention to it, you don't pay it, I can tell you that even you have the greatest engineers, the older companies who are much worse than you, they provide much worse quality, they are much more expensive than you, but they have this thing, they will win with you. And this is really make me angry because it is possible to fix it for every company, but we just need to pay attention. I will show you today where you can start and how to fix this exactly issue. Before I explain you how we can fix it, I will show you how usually companies approach it to fix it by themselves and where they most often make mistakes. So sales dependency, it's basically, as I explained, depending on the referrals, personal network and client. What the people usually do, they put more work. And then that's mistake because you still keep company dependent on yourself. If you are a founder and you want to put more work to get more clients, okay, you will generate more revenue, but it has the limit. First of all. Second, if you get sick, what then? The company go down because there is nobody else who can generate the revenue. And the last but not least, you are dependent on your friends and then clients. So if they don't send you, then you don't grow. Second most common fix that the people trying to do, and it's bring them the biggest amount of the problem, it's hiring salespeople. What is happening? Usually people hiring sales and they hope that they will create for them strategy, they will create for them service offering, they will create messaging, everything. This is not true. When you're hiring salesperson, they come and they should have already strategy and their role is execution. If you want to have a strategy, you either hiring sales director who has experience in setting this up, or you're hiring companies like Avid who has a lot of experience in building those strategies. And the third, very, very common fix that probably most of the IT companies try is basically they outsource sales. Basically, they hiring agencies, marketing agencies, sales agencies. They trying with them for 4 months, 5 months. Then nothing would work. And they say the agency is terrible. Basically, what is happening here, you don't have a strategy, you don't have a process, and you're asking to do more activities that they don't work. So basically, you cannot expect that we will have a great result by repeating activities that they don't work. So now probably if you are skeptical, you might say, hey, Adam, you're talking about strategy, sales engine. I try all of this and it doesn't work. And to be honest with you, most of our clients are completely the same. We had the situation, one of our clients, GMO run system, they were trying for 1 year without any results. But when we came in, we fixed those 2 elements. This one was already done. The situation completely changed. So if you are skeptical, I just want you to put this skepticism on the side for 1 minute. And imagine, let's say in 6 months, you start fixing all of this thing. And then your pipeline, generating new clients from outbound sales system, generating new cold client will not be problem. And your pipeline start be full of leads. How would that feel for your business? I guess it will be very similar to what we did with our client, NKK Solutions. When we came to them, their company had only 20 employees and only focused on one market. After 3-4 months, we already had so much demand that the biggest problem for them was hiring. The biggest problem for them was where we can get more developers to deliver value to the clients, the new clients, what we just landed from outbound activities. So guys, the part that you were waiting for, solution. How we solve it? First of all, the one thing that will scare you if you are a founder, if you are one person who running the sales. But the first thing, you need to remove yourself and just mentally accept that you cannot anymore do the sales and you need to start building the real strategy and the sales system. I remember when we were running project with one of our clients, Solazo, there was the very similar situation. To be honest with you, the founder, even though he was only one person who was running the sales, he literally hated doing the sales. He's the technical guy and he felt that he is here to help with the technical part. He's not really extrovert to go and pitch the client. So the first thing what we need to do, you need to realize, hey, I need to get out of this. The company cannot rely and depend only on me. And I decide to go create strategy and the sales engine. Second, strategy. What are the key elements of the strategy? First of all, unique selling point. Second, unique service offering. Third, ideal client profile. Fourth, avatar. This is just few elements that are part of our strategy. Unique selling point, unique service offering, ICP, avatar. If you don't have those elements, you will have a lot of problem. Let me explain. If you don't have a unique selling point, that means you will be competing on price, meaning you will have to be cheaper than other because there is nothing unique about you. There is no unique value that you can deliver to your client. Unique service offering, how you package your service that's make it different than other. And the reason is the same. You want to have it so you don't have to compete on the price. And additionally, you can be outstanding. Ideal client profile, what the companies you are targeting, but also avatar. Why we need avatar? Avatar, we need to understand the person we're talking to. So basically, we can communicate in their language. We can understand their problem, and then we can create the message in the way that will resonate with them. And guys, that's just only a few elements that you need to consider. But if you start here, that will be very good begin for you. So guys, last part, the sales engine. Here, what are your tools, platforms, technology? Everything what you use to actually reach your avatar to get highest conversion as possible. So for example, if I know that I am reaching to client who is in the US and we understand, let's say this is the small and medium enterprise, those guys usually they're very sensitive to WhatsApp or LinkedIn. If I have this information, I can use the newest technologies. For example, AI trigger-based data sourcing plus personalized videos to reach to those guys and get highest conversion from the cold prospect to the meeting and then to close the deal. Guys, so now the most important, what next? 3 simple steps. First of all, I want you to be very, very honest with yourself and answer yourself if you have any of those problems. If yes, I want you also to look into your organization and see if you may be using wrong tools to solve that problem. And the last but not least, basically use the right tool to solve your sales debt. And if you need my help and my team help to help you generate more revenue and more demand, simply book the session below. There is my calendar link to meet with me directly or one of my team members. Thank you so much, and I wish you all the best.